I am pretty sure that every student in 2019 owns a personal music device, such as any smartphone, or maybe they're old school and they still use an iPod. Anyway, I also bet that most of them had headphones before they got any type of portable speaker. There is an existing argument that personal listening technology, for example, the modern iPhone and AirPods combo, have made for a less open music culture. This argument lays on the foundation that having the ability to listen to exactly what you want to keeps your mind closed. For example, instead of listening to a whole album, some people may just listen to the 2 songs on that album that have a star next to them, and if they don't like the artist after hearing those 2 songs, simply never give the artist a chance again. Or maybe this closed-mindedness is manifested on the dance floor. We are beginning to see more people at dance clubs requesting to play their own music rather than trusting the DJ's playlist. Parts of that may be true, but I will tell you why I believe modern music listening methods have enabled us to explore music with a more open mind than ever before. Let's go back to 1985. Let's say you are a teenager in a poor family and all of the money you make gets put towards living expenses. No disposable income means no record store for you. All you got is the FM radio and your parents' scratched records. What this means simply is that you don't get many choices on what you listen to. Let's go back to 2019 now. Even a lower class teen can get their hands on a smartphone or anything that gives them access to YouTube. The options are endless. You can literally type into YouTube 1 hour of breakup songs and probably end up discovering an artist that you've never heard before. It's so easy to give a genre or artist a try nowadays. You don't have to go to a store, you can just do it from anywhere. The only real advantage that 1985 has over 2019 is that, well, as the famous song lyric goes, there was music still on MTV. When it comes down to it, I believe that the more music options teens have, the more open the music culture will be. But how does this justify the DJ situation I just mentioned? I will admit it, there is a certain impatience that comes with the power to listen to whatever you want, whenever you want. The way I see it, though, it is a great thing that we now have the ability to become our own DJ with the power of things like YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify. I mean, if everyone is dancing, then what could be wrong about that? But what about the people that aren't dancing? Another argued point is that because it is so easy for teens to escape into their phones, we are seeing a shift towards a more selfish and individualistic culture. Yes, there are more people in airports wearing headphones today than there were 10 years ago, but that doesn't mean that 10 years ago everyone was socializing in airports. For example, they may have just been reading a book instead while waiting on the airplane, or maybe knitting a scarf. People have always had the desire to escape into their own solitude. I understand that it is easy to pin the blame on the iPhone, but if modern technology was the reason for escapism, that would mean that escapism is a new thing, and it is not. Means of entertainment evolve every day, especially when it comes to how we listen to music, but our social tendencies evolve at a much slower pace than our technology will. Let's be honest, young people will always be accused of losing some values that the generation before wanted to pass down. I am sure that someday in 30 years, a journalist will publish an article about how it's the end of the world as we know it, and that we'll never get back to the glory days of the iPod.